Hello, PUBG esports fans. PUBG's second global offline tournament in 2023 after PGS1. PUBG Global Series 2, powered by Gamers 8, will kick off on August 10th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. PGS2 is a 2-week-long tournament where 24 teams will compete for a total prize pool of $2 million. The 24 teams consist of 16 teams that advance through the regional qualifiers of APAC, Americas, China, EMEA, and Korea, along with 8 PUBG global partner teams. The biggest change in PGS2 is that the battles will take place on a total of 3 different maps: Erangel, Miramar, the 2 classic maps, and the newly introduced Tago. Teams will be divided into 3 groups: Group A, B, and C, and they will compete with each other over 3 days in the group stage. Then, the top 16 teams will advance to the winner's bracket, while the bottom 8 teams will fall into the loser's bracket. The top 8 teams of the winner's bracket will secure their spot in the grand finals, while the remaining 8 teams will join the rest of the group stage teams in the loser's bracket. The loser's bracket is the final gateway to the very last stage of the tournament. Only the top 8 surviving teams will advance to the grand finals. In the grand finals, the 16 best teams will compete in 18 matches over 3 days. On the final day, only 1 team will emerge victorious, claiming the $600,000 grand prize and becoming the champion of PGS2.
Men. I know that there's going to be a lot of fantasy, a lot of points picked onto these teams. I'm very curious on how we're going to see this evolve out. Specifically, as you were talking about the, I guess, less happy or less angry 4 angry men?
Yeah, as we were watching 4 angry men come out, because a big, oh, look at this example, and Duck Juice right on top of each other, just on the other side. First shots, who's going to be the first knock of the event?
50% on both sides of it looking through. Looks like Example feels he's got the vibe on this one, moving in. Dance around the rocks, hasn't spotted anything yet. Does see it. Rock's going to eat a lot of it, but he still has some ammo to work with. 12 bullets. Is it going to be enough? And it looks like he's going to try to back down just a moment. Reinforcements coming in on both sides of it, but it's going to be mostly TE coming around, and it's going to be Example going down first.
As Falcons.
Emergency airdrop coming into play. It is going to be TL that's trying to jump over Azahar. That's going to be the shots that you hear in distance. No! And TL.
FaZe's position, the way they split that, the way they even got in was just very impressive. But as we see all these fights out, Twisted Mind's caught in a fight now.
Right along this hillside, nade's going to be prepped. Is it going to land on the outside of the rock? Good roll, come in, hit some damage. Oh, nade takes him down. Twisted Mind starting to get in their vibe. They already lost Spyro in this position, but you can see Cerberus realizing that they need to play this a bit more aggressively if they want to try to defend up their teammates. Going in for a quick res, or a little bit of meds, but it looks like the res trying to come out on the opposite side. Perfected treats it. He goes down. Follow-up's going to be coming out for Twisted Minds, playing low, trying to use his teammates' information. Spots out, trying to go for flushes. There is no cover. Cerberus is just entrenched into this. Hisaki finally takes some damage and have to step away, but it's going to be Batulins lined in and trying to see if he can take out the last bit of Cerberus, creeping in slow and steady.
And I know he wants to get that res. I don't think it's possible. He's just trying to fight this out. He knows there's Nox. He's going to back up a little bit. He is the last member. And what a recovery here from Cerberus. They're able to get 3 members of Twisted down. It is just Batulins backing up.
That Rock is MVP right now. Batulins trying to go for the spray. Too many targets. He's gonna go down. Circling more and more clustered. Uba, 4 angry men, the outlier on this one, trying to survive. Mel's gonna go down. Petrichor Road is out. I creep into 755X. Know this. Stepping in. Utility was out. The flash gonna come out. Go pick up. Gustav just spins it back around. He's starting to get more and more control over the center dot position, but he's gotta be careful. Takes a lot of damage. He goes out. Second.
Yeah, the first game was an absolute slobber knocker, if you will, and I cannot wait to see how this one shapes up. Obviously, that circle was very awkward, centering on Azahar and then having that North Hill half.
Like, yo, this is ours, but crazy. Going to overstep into it. He's going to go down. Tanvu doing a good job on defending up.
Building to push in, that angle is not advantageous when you're being held down, but look at the sprays. Duck Juice trying to find it, but Xiaolu is going to get 2!
Beautiful angle and peek around there. He just outside the building means that they don't have to.
And fighting in these buildings is so awkward between the smokes and all the different angles. Sarvam, though, trying to get in, and they're just actually going to get rid of Falcons. Remember, they were just a duo earlier. 2 knock, though. And Global has to be very careful here. That's it.
Everybody just...
People didn't expect them to win. PGS1, who went ahead and did it in a resounding form, came out and
line up outside the building means that they don't have to.
And fighting in these buildings is so awkward between the smokes and all the different angles. Sarvum, though, trying to get in, and they're just actually going to get rid of Falcons. Remember, they were just a duo earlier. 2 knock, though. And Global has to be very careful here. That's it.
Everybody just...
Amazing job of keeping their heads on a swivel and trying to hold back Na'Vi.
They just have to focus in and realize, okay, it's time to take 2 different fights. I have to be careful with Example going to step and go for the sprays, but 17 holding it together. 5 is going to go down inside of it. Now up to 6 kills. They get to focus back in, but remember, Uba, one flank wasn't good enough. He's now shifted in all the way around to the north. He's coming in on the backside of 17 Gaming, and he can absolutely demolish them.
And that very unfortunate whiff there coming out from Example.
And quick they did that, but that's it. Let's go, Tego.
So Tego is going to be very interesting. Not only is this our first time seeing this map internationally, but we know that quite a few spots were being contested, specifically looking at Terminal between like 7.
Interesting place to try to defend if you can get the good lines into it, but Falcon's going to go ahead and bring the positions. It's just kind of a positioning, taking some more every single time they get a knock or a position in. Just one member up for 17, and look at all of the expendables trying to exploit it. Nades coming in, still just trying to hold the line. Does get the knock onto 1, but there's still more to happen. The circle pops, it goes to the south, so even this is not inside the safe zone. It's holding it together. He does not want to go down. He wants...
Yep. It was close. He got to the tree, and he managed to survive long enough.
Yeah.
Circle has shifted south yet again, and LG with that rotation earlier.
Opposite siding, Na'Vi, oh no. Masters just cooking it. Bushwookie gonna toss it out. That's gonna be terrible for Na'Vi. 2 members instant happening. Peek, back and forth between opposite side. Shots gonna... Back to the classic style of PUBG as we're shifting over to Erangel. As I know Global Army is kind of new to the scene, but I think he's starting to build up a global fandom.
I think more or less.
Position. They have David that's kind of playing in the compound to the north of it, and it's going to be TE that kind of gets good read. It is
for D plus Kia to actually make the push, and look at this. He knows it's just a first lock. I love this awareness from 777.
Makes the jump out, has to step away, going for the reload. He had a surrender position. He's going to go. Already prepped up, already reading it, throwing out the counter utility. It's just a flashbang. It's a mini rave up here that nobody can step into.
Yeah, and Twisted Minds, as you said, know exactly what they need to do. They want to take this hilltop. They want to get rid of this team. The Nate doing a lot of damage here. Perfectus going to find Crazy, and there's no trade.
Could not pull it off.
No, but Dogmeyer, my guy.
I know.
Yeah, I love that. No, but of course, Cerberus, a team we saw at PGS, we saw many times before do well, and there.
This is an awkward circle to play. This is basically a King of the Hill situation with that King of the Hill looking to be Cerberus, so they're still fighting.
They have no ammo. Look at this, running around with the Tommy gun, getting the pop-offs.
Tommy gun up close is still kind of a beast. Don't count it out. Pop and Pong.
Remember, Tycon knows exactly where the line of defense has come out for Na'Vi. Trying to see if he can get a read, using his down teammate in Duckmai.
Nice flash.
Nice position for it. Steps up, good spin back around though. Trying to use the cleft of the hill, bouncing in between it. Oh, that flash is gonna be big. Denies a lot of vision. Utility just being dropped all over Na'Vi. No vision to be had. That's why he stepped. It is so good. Let's get ourselves over into Erangel. We still got 2 more to roll through, and if anything has been said for the previous couple of games, let's keep.
And they are harassing very early, this team there. GP.
I mean, given the fact that the circle is about as far shifted off
as you can
get. Now let's just go ahead and bring in more fun. So you gotta go ahead and pick this one up. Their on 5 is like, nah, man, we want this. Shot's coming out. Are we gonna see any form of machete? Go out there and see who shoots at you, and let us know where we can go. And
just lay back a little bit, lean into the kind of uphill motions, and yeah.
There is a lot to play with, but They're driving actually right into phase, and Ollie's already, or excuse me, Mel's already down.
Ooh, that was a trap waiting to happen. James finally does go down. Tanvu, Dylan also moving. Get vision, get the knock into one of them. But now with that, they should be aware of the flank and how it's going to be happening. Petrichor Road should be using this opportunity to start to creep up the opposite hillside, and that's what they're going to be doing. Juice has got to defend that to the best of his capabilities. Tanvu, the rest of the team, they need to clean this up as fast as possible. Just Americano, the last one up, they know it. They get the spray, it's completed. But now it's Petrichor Road running down, but Juice hits the shot on the Summer. That's going to open up the door. The duo over here for the Expendables trying to make it happen. At 11 kills, they want even more. Xlip's going to go down, and it is just Bill looks back down into this one, and there. Thank you so much, Toffees and Mitch. Man, they're just killing it with the knowledge they've been bringing in.
Oh,
so
they
much
are.
love to them as they always do such a great job.
Yeah, and I actually really wanted to highlight something that Martin and Steve were talking about on that desk, and it's just the fact that, yeah, destroying the team.
Ooh, Tai Lu, you gotta be
GP.
careful. It's gonna be a lot of nades landing in on top of this one. Long still just trying to cling to life. Nades go off, but it's not gonna be enough as Shin is very weakened to Tai Lu. Remember the fact that we just saw them take a ton, but they still got the aim to make it work. Kickstart's gonna go down, but there's gonna be a quick exchange. They're well off into the distance.
Yeah, at 4 a.m. at the moment, have a reprieve with this dip, but the nades are coming in. And being in this dip is very bad when you have so much utility being thrown your way, especially when it's Navi, Uba just trying to get the knocks. He's gonna fight Example, actually.
Yeah, that's gonna hit pretty hard.
Oh, the car!
Finish it off.
Moment.
Is that what Falcon say? Is that
I'm not a bird. I'm not a or.
Petrichor Road just gonna bypass. Are they actually gonna stop? They're
That
like,
nade.
gonna step out. The nade's
That
gonna be huge. Whoa! No, a P90 can't turn around.
P90, yeah, I would absolutely, especially with these smokes, I would not sleep on the ability of DraftKings here, but never mind.